February 2005, a quiet morning in Park City, Kansas, was about to become the epicenter of a nightmare that would shock the world. For Kerri Rawson, it was the day her identity was shattered. She learned her father, Dennis Rader, was the elusive BTK serial killer. On the screen, news reports flickered with images of the man she loved and trusted, now labeled a monster who terrorized Wichita for decades. Dennis Rader lived a perfect double life. To his neighbors, he was a devoted church president and a respected Boy Scout leader. But beneath the mask of a family man lay a cold-blooded predator who haunted the streets of Wichita under the cover of darkness. The letters he sent to the media, signed BTK for bind, torture, kill, taunted investigators while he hid in plain sight. 10 victims, 10 lives stolen. For 30 years, the case remained cold, until the very family he loved unwittingly provided the key. Investigators obtained Kerri's medical DNA records from a local clinic without her knowledge, matching her genetic profile to evidence from the crimes. Today, Kerri reflects on that violation. While it led to her father's capture, the realization that her own body was used against him remains complex. Rader pleaded guilty to all counts, receiving 10 consecutive life sentences. He was led away to a world of concrete and silence. For years, Kerri stayed silent, trying to reconcile the father who walked her down the aisle with the monster in the news. She eventually found her voice, realizing that telling her story was the only way to reclaim her identity from her father's shadow. In 2023, new investigations into cold cases led Kerri back to her father's old notebooks. What she found was chilling. He had recorded notes about games involving his own children. The realization of his true nature deepened the psychological disconnect. A final confrontation occurred in 2023. Kerri visited the prison to face the man who was now a frail shadow of his former self. There was no remorse in his eyes, only the cold, calculating narcissism of a man who still viewed his crimes as his legacy. Kerri left that prison knowing she was no longer BTK's daughter. She was a survivor, a mother, and a fierce advocate for justice. Now living in Michigan, she focuses on her children and her work, helping other families navigate the trauma of violent crime. The journey of Kerri Rawson is one of profound resilience. Out of the darkness of her father's deeds, she has forged a path of light. She stands as a testament that we are not defined by the sins of our fathers, but by the choices we make to rise above them.